Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I'm going to share with you a clip from a recent live event wherein we talk about the impact of guild brawl battles and the earning of merits which unlock gladiators. These cards are a significant, let's say, technology or force within the rank experience because of the soulbound reward cards that allow gladiators to play in your rank battles. I believe at some point we need to move on from this issuance of this deck, because it is holding back old players who can't attain this technology, and it is probably giving an unfair, prolonged benefit to older players such as myself who are currently enjoying this amazing distinction, these amazing gladiators that set me apart from you. It would take years for you to catch up. It's not even possible, probably. Maybe that means we should move on. Let's talk about it today in this clip from a recent live event. Have an amazing day. God bless. I fought some Guild Brawl battles today. I filmed that, and I'll put that out later this week. Guild Brawl battles, man. I am all the more convinced in this new season of Splinterlands. And I didn't watch the video, but I saw Aftersun did a video saying how gladiators need to move into what. I think that might be true. First of all, from a game experience perspective, because I want fresh gladiators. I don't want there to be no gladiators. I want there to be fresh gladiators that are modern, that fit within the modern league. Rebellion gladiators that are going to follow the Rebellion League. And as we see Rebellion eventually move into Wild, then they would move into Wild as well, as we would come to expect with any addition of cards now and forevermore, I hope. But my thinking is that, and again, I didn't watch Aftersun's video, so I don't know if this is kind of his exact point, or maybe he went a different direction with it, but those cards are so impactful. They're so powerful and impactful. I play them all the time. I played 20, I want to say 20 battles yesterday in Modern. Wow, there's a gladiator. That's the Isgald Vorst. So powerful. Is that honestly it? I know for a fact we went like 5 in a row where we did it. But I'm not seeing it. Maybe I played so many games that those ones rotated out. There's Katralba. There's Vorst again. There's Katralba. So yeah, there was a good 10 battles where 9 or 10 of them in a row I was using a gladiator and I was doing quite well. Look. Win with Katralba, lose with Vorst, win with Katralba, win with Katie, lose with no gladiator, win with no gladiator. But yeah, these things there's a win with Vorst. These things are obviously huge. They're super impactful. And we've had these ones for a long time. So I mean, there's the angle of we've had them for a long time and we just want to see change. That's always fun and fresh. But it's also from the perspective of many people haven't had the chance to earn those cards at all. And like these gladiators I've been working on for a long time. I don't even know how long anymore. But since gladiators have come out, I've been working on these. I've been in a guild the whole time, playing at a high level, earning, lots of merits. And yet I'm only level 8 on my commons. Do I have any 9s? I'm level 6 or 7 on my rares. I'm level 4 on my epics. And 1 or 2 or maybe 3 on my legendaries. Yeah, we're getting there. 47%, 55%, 75%, 58% on those Gladius cards. But man, we've got a long way to go. And my point is, it's been a long time we've been playing these ones. They're hugely impactful even at these levels. I don't want to, take them out of the game. I want them to be enjoyed in the wild, because I think it's taken 2 or 3 years for some of us to get this selection of these powerful cards that do really matter and do impact the game. And if we talk about the new player experience and being able to compete and not be smacked around by people with these old assets that they can't access, that's to me, that's one of the barriers that this represents. I love that I have that edge on you. Probably I have it on you or some people. I love that these help me win more than they, because I have a disproportionate pack or set of these cards. That's great for me. Is it great for the new player who has none of these cards or few of these cards? Even if you've been playing for the last 6 months, you're not going to have nearly the kit that I have with these things. And so that just feels like a hurdle. And so there's let's make it easier for fresh faces to enter. Let's remove some of those hurdles. There's also, let's iterate and create new opportunity for collection and joy in a game, in-game battle mechanics to be reinvigorated with fresh blood, fresh content, fresh cards, the gaming experience is as fresh as the new cards allow them to be. The new cards bring new synergies, which bring new considerations and calculations on how we're going to win and how we're going to turn probably defeat into victory. And so there's the piece of helping new players. There's also the piece of creating, new joy for existing and long-term players. But that doesn't mean I want to just do away with them. I would love for them to be somehow, unlocked, saleable, because I want to max some of these out. Some of them I've been thinking about maxing out forever, or wanting to have maxed out forever. I feel like Crash Wanderford is a card I'm starting to put into rotation. I wonder if Splintercoach can reveal to me. Did they show my gladiators? Trell. They do. Catrell, 147 and 129. That card, that's a very high win rate for a lot of play. Now, is it as frequently utilized as some of the other cards? Of course not. Let's scroll up. Number 50 out of my whole collection. There's some really powerful cards that have been around longer, that I played more, like Chicken. Sure, been around way longer. But in terms of the window of time that cards like Catrell, and that's one of the best gladiators have been around, the impact it's had on my play and the game itself, while it's existed, it's been very pronounced. And that's a really high win record for so many games played. Really, 533 is a very awesome win record. If we look at win percentage, you got to discount all the top ones because they're usually, you played them 10 times, and so they got amazing win rates. I want to look at where is the best win rates for in the multi-hundred battles. Here we go. Elven Mystic is the first one to have multi-hundred battles, and it's over 6. That is crazy. Elemental Phoenix. Look at that win rate. Oh, I guess it's actually worse. It just looks nicer with the under 100 on the losses. High Priest, Darius. Really? Some of these are surprising. That's why I love Splintercoach, because it just reveals data. And this is, although I like this tool, it's not sponsored, so I'm just sharing information that I'm enjoying looking at. Almo Cambia. Look at that crazy data. 1,000 matches under its belt, and it's still running at six wins for 10 losses, right? 6 wins for 10 games. But my point is, of the cards that play multi-hundred battles, anything over 500 is amazing. And that Catrell is by design hamstrung because it requires one summoner to bring it to the battlefield, right? Outside of Guild Brawl battles, you must use a Soulbound summoner that has to allow the gladiator to enter the battlefield. And of course, there's that one rule set. Are you not entertained? But my point still stands. There's a restricted level to which those gladiators can even reach the battlefield. And yet it's able to put out that sort of win record with that sort of amount of play. And so full circle to the conversation, gladiators are hugely impactful. Are they holding back? Are they going to, if we don't change them soon, hold back new players because it's this piece of technology that they can't access? They're going to need years to accumulate what we've accumulated. Plus, won't it revive the Guild Brawl battle and maybe the game as a whole if you started to release another 40 or 60 or whatever gladiators you might actually release? Actually, how many are there? I have them all cards. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 32. So there's 32 total. 32 fresh new gladiators would really impact the game. And it would take 3 to 9 months for it to start that footprint to be felt. Because as these moved out of the modern, if that was what we were going to do, you would bring in new, and they wouldn't immediately be available. You'd have them at level 1 and 2 until such time that you got earned enough merits to unlock those packs. But even if this doesn't happen today or tomorrow, wouldn't it be great to start hearing confirmation about when this will happen? I want to know when this will happen, because obviously it will eventually. And so when is the question, because don't you want to prepare? Everyone who takes this game seriously and who is here across a long time horizon is going to want to have a huge stockpile of merits. At least I will. That's my thinking. Is I'm going to want to have a huge stockpile of merits so I can come in and buy all new Gladius cases when the new edition releases. So I do think this is important. I do think this is valuable. I do think this is part of attracting new players and also incentivizing old And I think it's probably time. These have been around for a long time. They're long in the tooth. They're pretty cool and they're getting better. But I think those are actually double-edged swords, that they're cool and they're getting better, because they're cool for me who have them. They're getting better for me who's been here for years. But that is in itself a downside to those who are coming in and trying to distinguish themselves and win more often, set apart by these amazing cards. I find it hard to believe that anyone would disagree with those thoughts, but if you have any sort of disagreement, I'd love to see it.